phones. He failed to answer to explain. Then I arrested him and read him his rights. From there we closed his room and we went to the booking police station. I then opened a case there for having ammunition without a license. Page 43. The case became a booking case 118 of 06 of 2020. And then we went back to him and we went to the Hampton Primrose police station. Mr. Baloyi, just wait a minute before you proceed. You mentioned that we charged him for possession of ammunition. Was he possessed at the cells at booking? Mr. Mohali, no. We just registered him in the OB, but he did not go into the cells in booking. So by booking, I think it's for booking now. So the assertion that was placed and the questions around that were put to the witness were misleading according to the record.
The record speaks for itself. I'm submitting that the record speaks for itself. Okay. So if that's what the record says.
So it means you are not stopped in. Just for clarification, I'm not sure now the question and answer session relating to this aspect that was put on record. What happens to that should be? Because I'm not sure whether it will be expunged from the record or what he wants to do.
It admits that that question is nullified by logic. Because the record says implied never
as the court insists.
I will now proceed to the what happened on the 24th of June 2020, exhibit JJ. Before we get to what happened on the 24th of June 2020, let's start with the evidence that was given by Brigadier Gininda that on the 23rd of June 2020 received a call from what police station?
Ngaphambilini kokuthi siyeke kubufakazi noma siye kuloko kwenzeka ngazo i24 kuJune 2020 asiqaleke kuloko kwashiwa uyena uBrigadier Gininda ukuthi wathola ucingo elisuka noma olubuya epolice station yaseMot ngazo i23
that there was a legal visit by one Tokozo Mjiako
ukuthi ke ngazo i23 lezo ke wawuzobonwa wena ke khona epolice station lapho uyena uNtokozo Mjiako. My lord, that's not true. Mjiako never visited me in prison. Sorry, at the police station.
Okay, let us proceed now to the 24th of June 2020.
Asiyeke kuyilanga langa i24 manje. Yes, my lord.
Do you recall being booked out from the cells?
Uyakhumbula ngalelo langa lelo ukhishwa kuma cell? Yes, my lord.
Who booked you from the cells?
Wakhishwa ubani?
Kakishwa yena Sergeant Mkhana Nkosi enkantolo.
by Sergeant Mugane, my lord.
Was he in the company of someone else?
Ingaba ukhona owayehamba naye?
Ukhona owayehlamba noMabhena Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, he was, because he was always in the company of Mabena, my lord.
And then, where did you go to?
Waya kuphi?
Abangitshela ngithi siya Nkosi enkantolo.
They never informed me as to where we were going, my lord.
Did you reach a destination?
Kodwa ke ekugcineni kukhona la enafika khona.
Safika Nkosi enkantolo lapho kule ecourt eBosberg lapha ngaze sengithola igama lakhonto la kuse ecourt eBosberg kusho yena uMabhena kimi.
Yes, my lord, we eventually reached Boksburg Court. I was informed that that was Boksburg Court by Mabena.
Can you testify from the stage where you arrived at Boksburg Court?
Qala ke ukufakaza manje la enifika khona eBoksburg.
Nkosi enkantolo masifika eBosberg uSergeant Mkhane wehlile Nkosi enkantolo wangena kwenye igate edraya wakhuphuka itepisi.
Upon arrival at Boksburg, my lord, Sergeant Mugane alighted from the vehicle and he went through a turnstile and he went up the stairs.
Ephethe wona lamaphepha ehlala baphethe ngenvelope ebrown ngingazi amaphepha but envelope ebrown ayibonakala Nkosi enkantolo.
He was in possession of the documents that he usually has with him. I don't know what was inside, but it's documents that are inside a brown envelope.
Let me, sorry, Mr. Ntanzi, let me stop you. We'll get back to that. My apologies for that. But prior to you being booked out to Boksburg Court, were you assaulted in that particular date?
Uthi sizobuyela ke kuloko khona nje akhohliweke ngaphambilini kokuthi ke ukhishweke ukuthi uzohanjiswa uye khona enkantolo yase Boksburg washaywa yini ngalelo langa lelo.
Azange bangishaya isikhathi bengikhipha bangishaye late Nkosi enkantolo.
They didn't assault me when they booked me out. They assaulted me later.
You know, I'm talking about that before you reached Boksburg.
Mina ngikhuluma ke ngaphambi kokuthi uyofika eBoksburg.
Cha Nkosi enkantolo.
No, my lord.
Were you threatened in any way?
Wasatshiswa yini?
Lapha Nkosi enkantolo azange ngithi umkhana wakwangisabisa ngoba phela yena umuntu ayengikhipha emotweni angithi.
I never said, my lord, that Mugane threatened me because he is the person that would take me out of the vehicle.
Yes, now proceed from where I stopped you.
La engimise khona ke usungaqhubeka ke.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo ungenile umkhana la wangena wakhuphuka itepisi wangena phezulu ngangambotha ungena ngophezulu ngoba lapha ngakungabonakala ukuthi yini mina ngangingazi nokwazi ngangiqala ukuyakhona.
Mugane then went up the stairs. As I said, I couldn't see exactly where he was because I didn't know what was up there because it was my first time going there.
Kuthe emveni kwesikhathi Nkosi enkantolo wehla futhi ngetepisi akaphumanga kule gate le dryer. Wafika malapha wabiza uMabhena waphuma waya kuye wasemtshela ukuthi mabangivulele base bengivulela ke oJonathan.
After a while, he came back, but he did not go through the turnstile. He just stood there, called Mabhena, and then Mabhena then went to him and then told them, together with the likes of Jonathan, to open for me or to take me out of the vehicle.
Yes, proceed.
Yebo.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo mangiqeda sengizofika egate uMabhena wangikhipha ama handcuff ngangafasa emuva wabuyisa ngaphandle ngoba ngangengikwazi ukungena ama handcuff so.
Just before I could reach the turnstile, my lord, because my hands were tied at the back, my hands were then brought forward by Mabhena because I would not have been able to go through the turnstiles with my hands at the back.
Ngase ngenyuka Nkosi enkantolo mangifika lapha kwakunomnyango kwaqhamuka indoda khona lapha iphuma khona lapha ngaphakathi yathena izekimi ithunywe abasekhaya ngithi mina.
Then, my lord, a gentleman came out of that particular room. There was a room there. A gentleman came out, informed me that he was referred to me or sent to me by my relatives.
Ngibuzeke mina Nkosi enkantolo ukuthi ngothi uthunywa ngabasekhaya bakufonele baze ngala abasekhaya ukuthi ngiboshiwe nabantu basekhaya ngabatshela ukuthi ngikuphi.
And I then asked him, if you say that you were sent by my relatives or my family, where did they call you? How did they know that I've been arrested? Because I haven't yet informed them that I've been arrested.
Mangithi Nkosi enkantolo ayingitshengise inamba or imessage ababayitshela khona ukuthi ayize lapha izongisiza ayizange Nkosi enkantolo ingitshengise.
When I requested the gentleman to show me a number or a message where it indicates that he has been requested or they sent him the message, he never showed me that.
Hayi ebisingiphendula ithi sizokhuluma emveni kwesikhathi namanje ngisalendile ngoba ayikazange ekhulume.
He then said to me that we would speak after some time. I am still waiting up till today because we never spoke.
After you had that conversation with that particular gentleman, did you let her know who was he?
Kamuva ke usukhulumile naloyo mlisa loyo. Ngabe wamazi ke ukuthi ubani loyo mlisa?
Angimazanga ngaleso sikhathi inkosi enkantolo.
I didn't know him at that time, my lord.
Are you telling this court that you did not know who he was on that particular day?
Ngabe utshela lenkantolo yini ukuthi ngalelo langa lelo awuzange umazi loyo muntu leyo owakhuluma naye ukuthi ubani ngalelo langa lelo?
Inkosi enkantolo mina igama lakhe ngilizwe mina sehlele esitulweni ekhuluma nosisi lo hayi umama omlungu ekhuluma nosisi embuza ukuthi ubani igama ngamuza ngale ngizwe igama lakhe ukuthi uDokozo nesibongo sakhe ngase ngangisikhohlwa manje sisi sibonge ngisijwayele inkosi enkantolo.
My lord, I only got to know about him when he was inside the office seated there. He was asked by the lady that was seated there, not the white female lady, but the other lady that was seated there, when he said it is Dokozo, and even his surname I couldn't recall because it's not a surname that I was familiar with.
Yes, after he spoke to that particular lady, what happened?
Esekhulumile ke naloyo sisi lo yakhuluma naye kwenzekani?
Ngoba ngangimile nosisi wangitshela ukuthi mangihlale phansi.
Because I was standing, the lady told me to sit down.
Now, the lady that you are referring to, are you referring to Miss Mutlaping?
Uma ukhuluma ngosisi ke ukhuluma ngaye ke usisi lona umtlaping.
Angeke ngimkhombe inkosi enkantolo ngoba ngamqala ngambona la ngala ngamxolela ngala. Angazi noma nguye nalo bekuzokhuluma lapha phambi kwenkosi enkantolo ngenzeka mhlawumbe.
I wouldn't know, my lord, because I was seeing her for the first time that day. I wouldn't be able to point her out. I also don't know whether she is the very same lady that came to testify here in court.
Yes, after you were offered a seat, what happened next?
Eseshilo ke usisi ukuthi hlala phansi kwasekwenzekani?
Ngahlala lapha esitulweni ngahlala ngangibhekele phansi nehleli lapha ngasasiqhelelene ngedistance so.
I sat down, my lord, and as I sat, I was looking down, and we were a distance apart from each other.
Ngale kwetafula kuhleli umama omlungu ngamfica ecofile okutop ebhala ngazi ukuthi wenzani lapha izinto ayizenza.
On the other side of the table, it was the white lady, my lord, who was busy on her laptop. She was also writing on the side, not knowing what it is that she was busy with.
And then when you're saying there was another lady on the laptop, are you referring to Miss Vivian Cronje, who came to give evidence in this court?
Ingabe ukhuluma ngaye yini umama uVivian Cronje oweza ke naye la enkantolo ezokuthula ubufakazi?
Naye inkosi enkantolo ngifanga ukuthi ngane ngimkhomba ngambona ngalo langa lelo akaze akhiphe ngisho imask angazi noma nguye wangena phambi kwenkosi enkantolo wakhuluma noma kusiyangazi ngale ngimkhomba wena inkosi.
Even with regards to her, my lord, I wouldn't be able to point her out because even on that day, she hadn't removed her mask. So I don't know whether she is the very same lady that came to testify here in court or not.
Yes, from that point where you said you were seated looking down, what happened next?
Uhlezi ke ubheke phansi kwasekwenzekani?
Babe busy inkosi enkantolo ngezinto zabo ngingazi ukuthi wenzani mina inkosi enkantolo ngoba wayebhala ne-ID yami ngayibona phe kwetafula kuwo la kulamaphepha la ngathi uyawabhala ngepeni aphinde acofile okutop.
They were then busy with their own stuff, my lord. I don't know what it is that they were doing. She was writing, as I said, busy on the laptop. I even saw my identity document amongst those documents that were there.
Did she introduce herself as a magistrate?
Washo yini noma wazethula yini umama lo ukuthi uyimantshi?
Angisakhumbuli Nkosi enkantolo.
I can't recall, my lord.
Did she inform you what was the purpose that you were before her?
Wakuchazela yini ukuthi kwakungani noma kwakuyini injongo noma inhloso yokuthi ube phambi kwakhe ngalelo langa lelo?
Cha Nkosi enkantolo.
No, my lord.
Did you recall at any stage when you were inside that room, her interacting with you through the interpreter?
Uyakhumbula yini ngalelo langa lelo nikhona ke kulelo camera lelo noma kuleyo room leyo umama loyo ekhuluma nawe kodwa uma ekhuluma nawe esebenzisa utolika?
Nkosi enkantolo ngiyathemba mangihleli ngibheke phansi noma ekhuluma usisi wena ethi lokhuza azange ngibheke mhle mangihleli ngibhekela phansi ngisithulele. Fanele nami ekhuluma lento ekhuluma ngiyazi isilungu ngisazi Nkosi enkantolo.
So uthi kwakumele usisi yebo?
Yes,
my lord, as I was seated there, looking down, she would be addressing in English, and I don't understand our English. Yes, the lady would then have had to convey to me what was being said.
Okay, let me ask you in this way. Was the lady, Ms. Mutlaping, conveying message that was being said by the magistrate to you?
Angikubuza ngalendlela ke usisi lona ke isibongo sakhe ekuMutlaping ingabe yena wayendlulisa umlayezo yini noma wayesho lokho okwakushiwo umama lona womlungu yena abese ngidlulisela kuwena?
Ngizosho njalo Nkosi enkantolo ngoba ezothi ngicela ubuke la uthile negama lakhe libhala ngithi mina yile igama lami libhala thina okay.
I would say so, my lord, because for an example, she would then point out to the document and say to me, look here, is this your name written here? I would then say yes.
In what language was she communicating with you?
Usisi loyo ke iluphi ulimi ayekhuluma nawe ngalo?
Ngingasho Nkosi enkantolo ekhuluma isiZulu phela ngangimuza methi angibuke igama lami ukuthi yilo leli libhala ngithi mina yebo.
I would say, my lord, that she was speaking in isiZulu because I would understand, or I could understand when she says, look here, is this your name? I would then say yes.
Okay. Can you inform this court who was in that particular room?
Awutshela lenkantolo ukuthi lapho kulelo camera lelo noma kulelo gumbi lelo ke obani ababe khona?
Nkosi enkantolo kwakumama yena lawo mlungu.
The white lady, my lord.
Iyo le ndoda ehleli lapha eceleni kwami lapha ethe nje eqekelele.
This man that was seated there at a distance away from me.
Kube usisi lo angazi mangwele igama emshushisa libizayo.
The lady, my lord, I don't know whether the name that is being called by the prosecutor is her name.
Ngoba mangihleli la kwakunomnyango so umnyango lo wawuvukile ngangikhona ukubona umuntu ohamba maphaseth wakhona umama omlungu ayilokho emile lapha egoqe izandla so omunye.
From where I was seated, my lord, the door would be on my left as the witness is pointing. The door was open. I could see what was happening there, and there was also a white lady there who had their arms folded.
So inside that particular room, I want to understand, inside that room too, there was another white lady. So it means there were two white ladies.
Ngifuna ukuzwa kahle ke uthi phakathi kulelo gumbi lelo ke angithi kwakuwumuntu umthu bashilo ukuthi kwakuwumuntu umthu uthi kwakunomama ababili abamhlophe.
Umama oyi-1 omhlophe bese ba omunye usisi lo womuntu omnyama. Bese ba yiyo lento ehleli lapha bese kuba yinkosi enkantolo.
No, my lord, there was one white lady, the gentleman that was seated over there, the lady, the other lady on the other side, and then myself.
Umama lo womlungu ngithi ngangimbona epassage not lapha ngangihleli ngakhona ipassage manga wakuvuliwe umnyango lo.
The white lady I'm referring to, I mean, or I'm saying, my lord, that I saw her in the passage because the door was open.
Do you recall at any stage the magistrate talking to Mr. Dominic Mngmezulu?
Uyakhumbula yini sikhona isikhathi la khona umama lo womlungu ekhuluma nobaba uMjiyako?
Nkosi enkantolo angikhumbule mina le ndoda noma ngiyibuka so lokhu icofela ifoni yayo.
My lord, I do not recall. Even as I was looking at that man, he was just busy on his phone.
Akaze ngibone ngishibhala ngepeni mina ngayibhiza ngibone icofa ifoni nje.
I never even saw him writing, my lord, or using a pen writing. He was just all the time busy on his phone.
Did you make any reports to the magistrate?
Ukhona yini umbiko owawenza kwimantshi wena ke manje? Ukhona yini owakhuluma noma wakusho kwimantshi? Wena ukhona owakusho kwimantshi noma umbiko owawenza ke?
Mina ngitshela usisi Nkosi enkantolo uthi sisi ngicela ningizamele into zogeza mase ngihamba lana ngifuna nokufona ngitshela umndeni wami uthi ukuphi.
I made a request, my lord, referring to the lady. I made a request to the lady and said, can you please make arrangements be made that I get some toiletries when I live here. Also, I would also like to call my family and inform them as to where I am.
Yes. Okay. Is that the only report that you made to the magistrate?
Yiloko kuphela owangidlulisa kwimantshi.
Ilokho kwami Nkosi enkantolo.
That's all, my lord.
You don't have to reveal the identity of the child. Do you have a child?
Asikho isidingo sokuthi uyisho ingane uyichaze ukuthi iwubani noma unikeze imininingwane yengane, but unayo ingane.
Ngathi izingane Nkosi enkantolo nezingane anginayo ingane nezingane noma nginengane entathu.
I said children, my lord. I never said a child because I've got 3 children.
Did you tell that to the magistrate?
Wakusho lokho kwimantshi.
Ngithi mina ngangitshena usisi ukuthi usisi wayehambisa yini kulo emtshena angazi.
I am saying, my lord, I was conveying to the lady as to what it is that the lady was then conveying to the other one. I don't know because I do not understand English.
Okay, it's fine. Did you tell that to the lady?
Wakusho lokho kusisi lo kweyingane. Kusisi lo othi wena wamtshela wamtshela ngeingane.
Uma ngithi Nkosi enkantolo ngicela into zogeza ngicela nokufanele umndeni wami ekhaya ngifanele nezingane. Anginayo ingane yodwa Nkosi enkantolo mina.
If I said, my lord, that I made a request for toiletries to call my family as well as children, I don't have a child.
Okay, let us proceed. How were you dressed on the date in question?
Wawugqoke kanjani ngalelo langa lelo?
Ngangakashiji Nkosi enkantolo ngasaqoza lezimpahla lokho ngizisho phambi kweNkosi enkantolo.
I hadn't changed, my lord. I was still wearing the very same clothes that I have been describing or telling the court about.
From the 16th of June 2020?
Kusukela ngazo 16th ka June 2020.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my lord.
So what happened to the clothes that Mabena took at the time when you were being assaulted at some stage?
Kwenzekani ke ngalezi owawuyigqokile ezathathwa uMabhena ngale yankathi owawushaywa ngayo? Kwenzekani ngazo zona?
Nkosi enkantolo impahla zilahleke police station eVerere.
My lord, the clothes got lost at the Valeria police station.
So are you telling this court the clothes were not taken on that particular day during that assault?
Ingakutshela lenkantolo yini ukuthi impahla lezo azange zithathwe ngalelo langa lelo nkathi owawushaywa ngalo.
Ngiyethemba phambi kwenkosi enkantolo sengikhulume kaningi ukuthi impahla ngayithola ngoJuly 13 nginewa ngubuthelezi noLebohile.
My Lord, I think I have said it many times that when I received the clothes, it was on the 13th of July when they were given to me by Buthelezi and Lebuhile.
Lesikhathi ngangithola impahla zokushintsha nkosi enkantolo ngalanga lelo nento zokugeza.
It was on that day when I received clothes to change as well as some toiletries, my Lord.
I believe you're in court when the magistrate and the interpreter were giving evidence in this court.
Ngiyakholwa ke ukuthi inkathi umama lona okhuluma ngaye uthi lo wemlungu owayehlezi ngale nosisi lo okhuluma ngaye uthi wawukhuluma kuyena wena lo owutolika nkathi bela inkantolo befana ngobufakazi ubukhona ngithi uhlezi lapha ukhona nkathi bela inkantolo.
Yebo nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my Lord.
And you will agree with me, there's a big difference when someone is present and when someone is not present.
Futhi ke uzovuma ke ukuthi kunomehluko omkhulu phakathi kokuthi umuntu ukhona nokuthi umuntu akekho. Kunomehluko lapha. Into ezimbili lezo ezahlukile. Ukuthi ukhona umuntu nokuthi akekho. Akusiyona into eyodwa leyo.
Akusinto yodwa nkosi enkantolo mawukhona ukhona mawungekho awukho.
It is so, my Lord. When you are there, when you are present, you are present, and when you are not there, you are not there.
And then, on your behalf, your advocate or your attorney, Mr. Mngmezulu, put it to the magistrate that Mr. Mngiyako was not in room 2 at Boksburg in front of Magistrate Kronje.
Manje ke sekukhuluma ummeli wakho ukhulumela wena manje ngamagama usho lokho akuthola kuwena noma ade kushiwo uwena ke. Ngaleli langa imantshi yayila enkantolo iphana ngobufakazi bayo noma ethula ubufakazi bayo. Wasukuma ke ummeli uMngmezulu wathi etshela imantshi umjiyakho ngaleli langa e24 zika June 2020 wayengekho lapha yana kuleli room leli enanihlezi kulona nina. Yiloko kwakhulunywa baba uMngmezulu ekhuluma ku magistrate la enkantolo.
Nkosi enkantolo akaze ngikuzwe lokho mina ngoba
I never heard that, my Lord, because yebo
ngoba mina nobaba uMngmezulu ngasho ukuthi indoda le ngangingayazi igama la futhi ngangiqala nokuyibona ngiyibona eBoksburg ngazi 24 futhi ayikho into engangayikhuluma ukuyikhuluma nami nayo kuwe ukuyibuza kuphela ukuthi lapho bani utshela ukuthi ngizala.
Okay. Because I even informed Mr. Mngmezulu, my Lord, that I saw the gentleman in Boksburg. He was seated there. I did not even speak to him. But the only thing that I wanted to know from the gentleman was, why are you here and who informed you that I am here?
And the magistrate in response said, no, your client must tell the truth. Mr. Mngiyako was in that particular room.
Wasephendula ke umagistrate noma ke imantshi iphendula ke kuloko oqeda ukushiwo baba uMngmezulu kuyona yathi cha lo ommele akakutshela iqiniso uMngiyako wayekhona ngaleli langa lapha ya kwaba impendulo beya kwimantshi leyo uma Mr. Mngmezulu ethi uMngiyako wayengekho imantshi yaphendula yathi cha akakutshela iqiniso uMngiyako wayekhona. Usho ubungezwe phina awuzo
Nkosi enkantolo angeke ngikwazi ukuphendula umbuzo wababa uMngmezulu ngoba baba uMngmezulu yena okhona lapha phambi kwenkosi enkantolo.
My Lord, I would not be able to respond to Mr. Mngmezulu's question because Mr. Mngmezulu is present here in court.
And that was on the 20th of October 2023, proceedings of 20 October 2023 on page 33.
Lokhu ke akushoyo umshushisi ke akufundayo uyasho ke ukuthi kwenzeka ngazo i20 ku-October kunyaka ondlule 20 October 2023 nala afunda khona ke uthi page 23 la afunda khona ngamanye amagama lento ayishoyo ayikhulumayo uyifunda phansi ukuthi ke yiloko kwenzeka ngalelo langa.
And it was said that
Yes, my Lord.
Ntanzi was not represented on that day. He does not even know Mr. Mngiyako. It's my instruction, that is why I'm still insisting as to the right of legal representation.
Ifundeka ngale ndlela ke ukuthi ke uNtanzi wayengamelwe ngalelo langa lelo, wayengekho ummeli wayemele uNtanzi ke, ingakho ke ngisakhuluma ngalo ke ilungelo lommeli.
Nkosi enkantolo lapho ngayiphendula. Nkosi enkantolo kube lo muntu wayengimele. Wayezotshela umagistrate ukuthi angifonise, anginikeze into zokugeza. Ukhomba khona ukuthi vele wayengangimele. Ayikho vele into engangakhuluma, akekho umuntu wayemthumile vele. Wayenze ngobugebengu bakhe Nkosi enkantolo.
My Lord, to prove that I was indeed not represented, if he was representing me, then he would have spoken to the magistrate, informed the magistrate to allow me to make a phone call, to allow me to be able to get toiletries. Just to prove that he wasn't representing me, it was just out of his own crookedness that he was there.
So from that answer you just gave this court, you are now aligning with his absence inside room 2.
Kuloko qeda ukuphendula manje, ngamanye amagama ke uyavumelana ke nokuthi wayengekho lapha yana ngalela. Uma nje umuntu ethatha lempendulo qeda unikeza manje, usuyahambisana ke naloku kokuthi umji yakho wayengekho lapha yangaleli yalanga.
Nkosi enkantolo ngiyaphinda futhi mina. Ngithi lo muntu wayehleli lapha. Lapha phakathi ehleli kodwa lapha ecelele, ecelele. Ukube mhlambe wayezongisiza. Engayifela amtshela umama lo umlungu ukuthi before wenze zonke izinto ngicela umuntu nimnikeze into zokugeza nimfonisi. Njengoba manje mangaphamisa isandla ngicela kwinkosi enkantolo manje. Ubaba uMngmezulu ngakhuluma inkosi enkantolo ngicela usize lo muntu.
My Lord, I repeat that the gentleman was in the office, he was seated there on the side, and if it was that he was there to assist me, then he would have informed the white lady that before you proceed with anything, please allow this gentleman to make a phone call for him to get toiletries. Even now, if I was to raise my hand and make a request, Mr. Mngmezulu would then address the court with regards to that.
Now let us proceed. Were there any police officers inside room 2?
Ngaphakathi lapho asikhulumi ke ngaphandle noma ke passage kodwa phakathi lapho kuleyo room leyo ayekhona amaphoyisa ayephakathi.
Umhana wayengena phinda aphuma ngithi.
Mukhane would come in and go out again, my Lord.
Angena khulume naye umama lo omlungu aphinda aphuma ungazi ukuthi kwenziwana.
He would come in, speak to the white lady, go out again, and I wouldn't know as to what was happening.
Was it at the time you just entered that particular room, or was at the time you have maybe entered that room after 20 minutes?
Ingabe lokho kokuthi angene akhulume abese yaphuma kwenzeka kamuva nje kokuthi uqeda ungena noma kwenzeka asithi mhlambe emuva ko 20 minutes usungenile kulelo room?
Nkosi enkantolo mangena ngihlele mina bekhuluma umkhano wayesekhona la mabengeza kuma bekhuluma into abakhuluma ngazi ngeze ukuthi kuthiwana phela mina isilungu angisizwe.
My Lord, as I came in, sat there and they were speaking. Mukhane was there, my Lord, speaking whatever it is that they were talking about, because I could not understand, because I do not understand English.
Did he leave that particular room too?
Ngabe waphuma yini kuleyo room leyo uMukhane?
Nkosi enkantolo ngiyaphinda manje ngene ekhuluma phinda aphuma anti angizi ukuthi kuthiwa noma khona into ayelanda noma uyakuphi aphinde ngiyothi ngimbona nangengena phinda akhuluma kuphinda aphuma angazi umuntu ikhuluma.
As I'm saying, my Lord, that he would come in, he would speak, I wouldn't know or understand what was being spoken about, whether he was being sent to go and fetch something. He would go out, he would come back again.
Tell me, did he come once or twice or thrice?
Asithi umengena aphume abuye aphinde futhi aphume ukwenze ihlandla elilodwa lokho kwenza amahlandla amabili noma ukwenza amahlandla amathathu.
Angeke ngikwazi Nkosi enkantolo kwabala amahlandla ngoba ngikhumbula mina ngena naye la ungena kwakhuluma nalo mama omlungu wakhuluma waphuma waphinde wabuya waphinda ngazo kukhulunywa ngane waphinde waphuma waphinde wabuya emvela lokho waphinde waphuma ngiba ngisambona ke emvela lokho uzowabuya after sengiphumile.
My Lord, I would not be able to count the occasions and say how many times he did that. But as he came in with me, he spoke there to the white lady. He went out. He came back. He went out again. Then there was a time that he came back again and went out. And after that, I did not see him again. He only came in again after I had left the room.
And then, on the proceedings of the 20th of October 2023, this is what Mr. Mngmezulu said to magistrates.
Umlaleleke lokhu manje azokufunda ke azokusho umshushisi uthi sisekulona ke lelanga langa i20 zika October 2023 kulonyaka ophelile ukuthi ke yilokhu okwashiwo uMr Mngmezulu ekusho kuyena ke kuyona imanje inkathi yayila enkantolo.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes my lord.
On page 95. All that was happening there, it happened in the presence of the police. 2 or 3 police that were there, Mokgane and 2 metro police officers.
Yilokhu ke okulandelayo okwashiwo ke ummeli wakho uMr Mngmezulu ekusho kuyona ke imanje ethi konke okwakwenzeka noma konke okwenzeka ngaleli langa kwenzeka noma kwakwenzeka kunamaphoyisa amathathu aphakathi kulelo room lelo uMkhane kanye namaphoyisa amabili emetro. Yiloko akusho uMr Mngmezulu ekusho kuyona imanje ila enkantolo.
Nkosi enkantolo ngethemba uMngmezulu ibeke ngesilungu leyo ngayicacisa.
Okay, asingajahi. My lord, I hope that Mr. Mngmezulu said that in English. I can explain that. Ungajahi.
Okay. So
Khuluma.
uma Nkosi enkantolo ngena la umnyango mina wangakavala babemile vele uJonathan nalo bhuti engamazi igama lakho lo nomzimba ngilazi igama lakho.
When I entered, my lord, yes, the door was not closed, or it hadn't been closed yet. Jonathan and the other gentleman, the well-built gentlemen, were standing there, the witness pointing towards the door. Yebo.
Ngoba umkhane ekhuluma nomama omlungu lengene ephuma nje laba bamila ngithi lana ngiyababona mangijikisa ikhanda ngiyababona ngithi lana mama.
As Mkhane was speaking to the white lady, coming in and going out again, as I would be turning my head, I would be able to see, or I would see these 2 standing over there. Kuphi bemi khona lapho bemi kuphi?
Lapha emnyango Nkosi enkantolo.
At the door,
emnyango,
my
umnyango
lord,
ongemuva.
because the door was behind me. Yebo.
Emveni kwalokho Nkosi enkantolo umkhane mevula umnyango ngene ephuma ngiyababona bayavela ngithi bami la emveni kwalokho umkhane sephuma esehamba angani umnyango wawuvala noma akawuvalanga kodwa umnyango nowubuyisiwe angazi uma uvala ebhaqa or ongavalanga thaqa.
And thereafter, my lord, as Mkhane was coming back, opening the door, I would then be able to see them, my lord, as he was opening. When he left the office again, or the room again, I don't know whether the door was closed or it was just slightly pulled, my lord.
Ngoba lapha sengisuma sengihamba ngathi mangivula umnyango lo babe khona la bemile.
And when I stood up, my lord, and the door was being opened, when just opening the door, I could see them. They were standing right there at the door.
I'm glad that you mentioned that the door was closed.
Kuyangithokozisa ke kuyangijabulisa ukuthi ukusho ke ukuthi umnyango wawuvaliwe.
So behind that closed door, it was Mr. Mngmezulu, Mr. Ntanzi, Mrs. Motlhaping, and Magistrate Kronje.
Manje ke nanjengoba isigaba lesi sivaliwe ke ngaphakathi ke noma ngale kwalesigaba esivaliwe ke kwakuno Mr. Mngmezulu, uMr. Ntanzi, uMrs. Motlhaping kanye ke nomama lona ke omhlophe uMrs. Kronje.
Yebo.
Yes.
So it is incorrect to say all that was happening there, it happened in the presence of the police.
Manje ke akusilona iqiniso uma kuthiwa ke konke lokho okwakwenzeka noma lokho kwenzeka ngalelo langa kwenzeka amaphoyisa ephakathi ekhona elaphakathi. Akusilona iqiniso makushiwo kanjalo.
Nkosi enkantolo uma umama omlungu ebhala ngingazi ukuthi ubhalana ngingasho mina kummeli wamthamo ophoyisa ayekhona mangiyawabona nakamaso umnyango uvalwe after.
My lord, if the white lady is seated there, she is writing, and I don't know what it is that she is writing. I can then say to my lawyer that the police were there because I was able to see them, and the door was not closed. The door was only closed afterwards.
At what stage was the door closed?
Uma uthi umnyango uvalwe kamuva nini?
Angisazi isikhathi Nkosi enkantolo ngoba phela mangihleli lami nomama la ucofile ukuthopa ke beyabhala beyasukuma naye aphume ngalo le tafula lakhe akhulume nomama omlungu lo yasepassagini. Angazi kwakhulunywa mina Nkosi.
I don't know, my lord, because I was looking down. The lady was busy on her laptop. She was writing. She would stand up from the table from where she was seated, go over to the white lady that was standing there, speak to her. So I don't know, my lord, what it is that they were talking about.
It's fine. Let us proceed. Okay. The time you say she stood up and spoke to another white lady, was it at a time after you have given her that particular report that you wanted to take a bath and you wanted to contact your family?
Nkathi esukuma umama lo omhlophe eyokhuluma nomunye umama lo ya omhlophe lokho kwenzeka emuva kokuthi usumnikeze umbiko wokuthi ke ufisa ukuxhumana nomndeni wakho futhi ke uyafisa nokuthi ke ugeze.
Ngosenkantolo lokho kugeza ngukhulume mina ngisengihleli phansi engakasu behlele ngale ngitshena uSinto sisi anganoma ungangisiza ngicela ke ngiphi into zokugezana ngifonise.
The issue, my lord, of me conveying that I would like to take a bath, I said that when I was seated down, conveying it to the lady that was next to me, and that lady was still, the white lady was still seated there, my lord.
Ngamtshela ngathi lokho ngabosha ngoJune 16 akaze ngigeze.
Whether you can assist me with some toiletries or me taking a bath, and I also further informed her that since the 16th of June, I hadn't taken a bath.
And then was the door closed at that stage when you made that particular report?
Ngaleso sikhathi leso utshela usisi lo oseduze kwakho ukuthi ke angazi noma ungangisiza yini angaze ngeze kusukela nge-16 zika June. Uma ukusho lokho umnyango wawuvaliwe.
Angiqalazanga ngosenkantolo.
I didn't look around, my lord.
But you managed to look around that the door was opened and then you noticed another lady standing on the passage and you also noticed the police officers at some stage.
Kodwa ke uqalazile wabona ukuthi kunalo mama womlungu omile lapha yana ke ugoqe izandla zakhe kunamaphoyisa futhi amile khona lapha yana.
Ngiyathemba ngosenkantolo umshushiso useyangilahla mama. Ngithe mina umama wayengamile namaphoyisa nga eminyango lapha mangihleli so kune passage so uyambona umuntu yala umnyango engangena ngawo nako ngemuva. Angenanga ngepassage.
The prosecutor of the state is now confusing me. What I said was that from where I was seated, there was a passage, the witness pointing to his left, and then there was also a door, the witness now pointing to the back. And I did not say that the white lady was standing with the police officers.
And on the 20th of October 2023, it was put to the magistrate that my instructions is that he has never or did not attach any initials and he did not sign any statement.
Ngazo
It's on page 71.
Ngazo ke sisekulona ke ilanga langa i-20 zika October kulonyaka ke ondlule ngathi ke ummeli wakho eshoko kwimanje ngathi ila enkantolo ke ukuthi wena uthini ke ukuthi ke ngazo ngalo lelo langa lelo usho wena ke ukuthi ke awusayindanga lapho futhi ke awabekanga futhi ke nama initials ke ukubeka ukuthi uma igama lakho liqala ngobongani uzobeka ke uB ma initials la ukuthi awukwazi ukwenze lokho initials and signature.
There's any initials and he did not sign any statement.
Yeah, ukuthi ka uzange ubeke ke ama initials wakho nokuthi futhi usayinde istatement
especially in front of you.
Kakhulukazi phambi kwakho ushiwa kuyona ke imantshi ngathi yayila enkantolo. So wena okushoyo ukuthi awukazi usayinde istatement phambi kwakhe nokuthi futhi ke ubhale ke mhlawumbe asithi igama lakho ubongani ubhale uB kanjena ke ukuthi awukazi ukwenze lokho.
Ngosenkantolo ngethemba kuba Mngmezulu nalapha mangene eboxini ngikhulumela ngithi ngosenkantolo mina into engayisayina lapha ngasana kuthiwa sayina lapha ukuthi isikhalo sakho uthe ucela ukufonisiwa ngasayina ukuthi kwayiliphi iphepha oyilipha angilazi mina kodwa nali iphepha ngilibonile nesignature sami mina la ngisignature ephelele
Umuthi nali iliphi
khona iphepha engingalibona ummeli wami lekhathi engifundela zona lezi phepha lolo phepha.
My lord, what I said was that what I signed on that day, it was when it was said to me, sign here, because this is with regards to the complaint that or the complaint or request that you made that you would like to take a bath or you'd like to contact your family. There's also a document that was shown to me by my legal representative where I had appended my signature on.
That is the original document in front of you, say.
Lena ke iyona ke iphepha noma ke document ke ekuyiyona le uqobo lwayo.
On page 1, there's your initial there.
Okay. Where? Okay. Yabona la?
Yebo ngiyabona Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, I see, my lord.
Page 2, there's your initial.
Nangu page 2.
Yebo ngiyabona Nkosi
Yes, I
enkantolo.
see, my lord.
Page 3, there's your initial.
Yebo ngiyabona
Yes, I
Nkosi
see, my lord.
Page 4, there's your initial.
No,
enkantolo. Yebo
I
ngiyabona.
see, my lord.
Page 5,
Ngiyabona Nkosi
I
enkantolo.
see, my lord.
page 6,
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my lord.
page 7,
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my lord.
page 8,
Yebo Nkosi
Yes, my
enkantolo.
lord.
and then on page 8, there on top where it says deponent, do you recognize that signature there?
Okay, right at the top.
Yes.
Okay, lapha phezulu.
Ngiyathemba lapha Nkosi enkantolo ngivumile ukuthi signature yami ngoba ngangisanele ukuthi ngifune into zokugeza.
I trust, my lord, that even here before the court, I did admit that this is indeed I confirm that this is my signature. I was signing here because that I was saying that I was requesting for toiletries.
Page 10. Your page 10 there. The statement. now.
Statement. It ends with page 9, 9 of 9. And then the next page is
Is a performance. The statement. This page 3 there.
the following pages are the certificates.
I'll borrow you a copy.
Sorry, my lord, I'm going to object at this stage. My learned colleague now has ventured into asking the witness about the annexure to the proforma. We are only now dealing only with the proforma, my lord, as the court proceeds.
Yes, sir.
As the copy, my lord, I did not want to ask about the contents of the. I wanted him to identify only the initial in that particular statement, but it's fine. I'll let it go.
It's fine, you're withdrawing it.
I'll withdraw it. Magistrate Kronje was told that you did not place any initial. At least let's deal with the issue of initials. You did not place any initials in her presence.
Awakutshelwa ke umantshi ekutshelwa uyena ummeli wakho ukuthi angithi wena manje uqeda uvuma ukuthi yebo uyabona ama initials wena kodwa okwashiwo kwimantshi ukuthi wena nje awukaze nje phambi kwakhe wena ukwenze lokhu uqeda uvuma ukuthi ubhale lapha ngale ndlela ebhalwe ngayo yiloko awakutshelwa umantshi.
Nkosi enkantolo ngicela ukucacisa futhi. Ngithi mina Nkosi enkantolo isignature ngeyami. Ngingenzeka mhlawumbe ama-BS la ngawa bhala lapha ngangisengisaniswa khona ngenkani.
Okay, bambe lapha. My lord, may I repeat this, that I did confirm that the signature is mine, but with regards to the initials where it says BS, it is possible that it happened at the time when I was being forcefully made to sign or being forced to sign.
Nalapha phambi kwenkosi enkantolo akaze ngiyiphike isignature mina le yami full signature. Ngishilo inkosi enkantolo isignature ngayisayina phambi kwakhe.
Even here in court, my lord, I never disputed or denied the signature. That is now the full signature. I did say that it is mine.
Into engiyiphikayo le yama-BS ukuthi ngayibhala phambi kwakho. Ngenzeka mhlawumbe ngayibhala kula maphepha esefika nawo bakudenende ethi ngoba uyishaye ukuthi uhlakaniphile uzosayina lala.
What I'm disputing then, my lord, it is the initials where it is written BS. That it is possible that one, it was when now I was being forced to sign by Gininda, saying that because you think that you are smart, you are now going to sign here.
But I appreciate your explanation at this stage. But initially, when the magistrate was there, it was bare denial.
Ngiyakuzwa lokho okuchazayo. Kodwa ke ngenkathi imantshi ila enkantolo kwakuphika nje kuphela wena uyachaza manje kodwa ke ummeli yena wayekusho ukuthi cha akakaze nje kwanhlobo nje afaka ama initials ukhona wena noma ukuthi afaka ama initials.
Futhi inkosi enkantolo iphambane lapho ukuthi shithi ummeli ayikhulumelanga kahle kummeli kodwa mina Nkosi enkantolo kungishilo manje ukuthi phambi kwakhe isignature ngiyayivuma engingavuma ama-BS la ukuthi ngawabhala phambi kwakhe.
Which then means, my lord, that is then where the confusion was or is, maybe the manner in which it was put by the legal representative. With regard to the signature, I confirmed, admitted that it is my signature. It is only with regards to the initials where I said, I disputed it, my lord.
You were there for almost 3 hours or just above 3 hours with the magistrate.
Kwakuwamahora amathathu noma ukweqa nje emahoreni amathathu isikhathi owasichitha nayo imantshi ngaleliya langa.
Angisazi isikhathi Nkosi enkantolo isikhathi sasibukwa nguye anganoma lesi sikhathi omshushe sakhuluma ngaso ukhuluma noma wayebuya sukuma hamba buya ezela akhulume nomama omlungu lo aphinde abuyohlala phansi angazi.
I don't know the time, my lord. She might know the time. I don't know whether the state is referring to the time. As she was seated, she would get up, go and speak to the white lady that was standing over there, come back again.
So whilst she was busy with you, she would get up from her chair, go and speak to that lady, come back, then go back, speak to that lady, and come back into the room. Is that what you are saying?
Okushoyo ukuthi nkathi ke ekhulumisana nawe noma ke exoxa nawe wayeba nesikhathi sokuthi asukume la ayehlezi khona ahamba ayokhuluma naloya umama abese yabuya futhi aphinde futhi asukuma ayokhuluma naloya uthi yiloko abayekwenza.
Nkosi enkantolo ngithi namanje wayefika acofile ukuthopa khapala bhala ngoba mina ngangibuye ngembheke kancane ngiyibheke lapha aphinde asukume ngembone yakulo mama ekhuluma naye.
What I'm saying, my lord, is that she was seated there, she would be busy on her laptop, she would be writing, and I was just looking down. She would then stand up, go to that lady and speak to her.
Ukuthi yini babekhuluma angiyazi futhi angifuni nokuyazi phambi kweNkosi enkantolo.
As to what it is that they were talking about, I don't know. I don't even want to know it before this court.
She was never confronted with that allegation that you are making today.
Insolo lezi ozenzayo namuhla akakaze anikezwe ithuba ke lokuthi aphendule kuzona. Ukusho ukuthi ngaleli langa awayeze ngalo la enkantolo akaze kushiwo kuwena ukuthi wena ngaleli langa wawuthi ukhuluma noNtanzi usukume kuleso situlo ohlezi kusona uhamba uyokhuluma naloyana owayemila phakathi. Akusho umshushisi ukuthi ivele kokuqala lo daba livele kokuqala manje njengoba kukhuluma wena akasinikwanga isikhathi sokuthi yena akaphendule kulezo insolo lezo.
Ngiyathemba ngephambi kweNkosi enkantolo nami nginomlomo ukuzikhulumela.
I believe that, my lord, as I am before this court, I also have my mouth to speak for myself.
Ngoba ngize lapha eboxini bengeke ngize lapha eboxini bengakazi ukuzikhulumela.
Which is why I then came to the witness dock, my lord. I would not have done that if I was unable or was not able to speak for myself.
That is not in dispute, sir.
Akukho ke akubangiswa lokho.
But there's a procedure in this court.
Kodwa ke kunendlela yokwenza kule nkantolo. Noma ke kunohlobo oluthize izinto ezenziwa ngayo la enkantolo.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo ngiyaxoxa kodwa Nkosi enkantolo mina njengomuntu oqala ukuboshwa ndlela umshushisi sekhuluma ngani ngithi uxolo kwema ukuthi ngimphenduleka.
My lord, as someone who is being arrested for the very first time, if it is that I then didn't speak well to the state, then my apologies.
That's why you said you wanted to show respect to this court and raise your hand so that attention can be drawn to your legal representatives to take instructions.
Ingakho kushilo ke ukuthi bekuyindlela ke yokutshengisa inhlonipho kule nkantolo ngokuthi ke iphakamise isandla sakho abese ummeli uyakubona ke lokho acela ithuba enkantolo ukuthi ke akahamba yolalela ukuthi ufisa ukuthini noma yini oyikhulumayo.
Nkosi enkantolo ngiyathemba ukuthi ubaba Mngmezulu ngoba ehleli lapha manje ukusuka lapha aphinda yele kuzoba sengathi akuhlonitshiwe nalapha phambi kweNkosi enkantolo.
My lord, I believe that for Mr. Mngmezulu, where he is seated, for him to move from there, approach me, then go back again, that would look like, my lord, or seem like there's no respect before this court.
Okay. Before the court proceedings, why did you not bring it under his attention?
Asithi kanjena ke ngaphambilini kokuthi inkantolo iqaleke ungani ungamtsheli ke uma kuyilokho qedwe kusho manje ngaphambi nje kokuthi ke umehluleli angeneke lapha yana ungani ke ukuthi ungamtsheli.
Ngiyathemba ubaba Mngmezulu umuntu masehlela ekhuluma ezinye izinto ziyabuya ukuthi lo muntu lo ngizombuza ngayo iphi indlela mina ngifundelanga ngobulo baba uMngomezulu wazi ukuthi ngizohamba ngayo iphi indlela.
I don't believe, my Lord, that when someone is already seated here and speaking, then it is for Mr. Mngomezulu to then figure out as to how it is that I'm going to approach this person or ask this person. I am not trained for that. I did not go to school for that.
It's fine, we'll move on. It is on record now.
Sizoqhubeka-ke.
But that fact that the magistrate left her seat to go and speak to another person, it is new evidence, and I am putting it to you that you are tailoring evidence.
Lobufakazi lobu bokuthi imantshi yayithi inkathi ihlezi phansi ikhuluma nawe ibhala noma yenza lokho kwenzayo ukuthi yayisisukuma-ke ihambe iyokhuluma nomunye umuntu ubufakazi obusha lokho. Inkantolo iyaqala ukuthi ubuzwe lo bufakazi, ubufakazi nje wena-ke oyikhandela bona.
Angikhandeli Nkosi enkantolo mina ngikhuluma ngento eyayenzeka ngikhona ngento Nkosi enkantolo.
I'm not tailoring it, my Lord. It's something that happened in my presence, my Lord.
Further put it to you that your version is misleading.
Futhi-ke nokuthi le nkulumo wena-ke onikeza ngayo la enkantolo ukuthi-ke inkulumo nje ekhohlisayo-ke noma-ke elahlekisa inkantolo noma elahlekisayo nje ekhohlisayo.
Mina Nkosi enkantolo ngikhuluma iqiniso lokho kusho ngumshushisi indlela abona ngami mina ngikhuluma iqiniso kwangusho Nkosi enkantolo.
I am telling the truth, my Lord. That which is being said by the state, that's how the state sees it, but I'm telling the truth.
You said at some stage, at all times, okay, let me get this right from you so that I don't misquote you. You said you were looking downwards.
Ushilo umukhuluma wathi wawubheke phansi. Inkathi wahlezi lapha yena wahlezi ubheke phansi.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo ngangihlele ngibona lapha izandla zami Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my Lord, I was seated there just looking here, also looking at my hands, my Lord.
And when the magistrate says, note details of deponent general appearance, mood, any noteworthy, she said, deponent is confident, making good, direct eye contact.
Umebhala-ke laphayana-ke umantshi ukuthi-ke akabhaleke achaze isimo-ke nendlela-ke obukeka ungayo ngaleliya langa. Wabhala phansi-ke ukuthi-ke ubukeka enokuzethemba nokuthi futhi-ke ukubheka khona lento uma ubhekana nomuntu namehlo ubona ukuthi cha lona-ke amehlo wabalekise, kodwa-ke uthi yena-ke ngesilungu mabesho bathi i-eye contact kwakhona ukubhekana ngamehlo, ake kuthi wawubalekisa amehlo ubheke eceleni, indlela-ke ayibhale ngayo laphayana.
Cha Nkosi enkantolo uyangiphosisela.
No, my Lord, that she is telling lies.
So why was she not confronted with this?
Uma kuwukuthi wakuphosisela uma esho kungani-ke kungazange kushiwo-ke kuyena ukuthi yabona lokho okubhale la akusilona iqiniso. Kwakungani ukuthi kungashiwo kuyena-ke inkathi ekhona la enkantolo ukuthi nanjengoba ubhale ngale ndlela ukuthi ubukeka enokuzethemba futhi-ke nokubhekana-ke kukhona i-eye contact khona ukuthi cha magistrate ayisilona iqiniso lento, kwakungani kungashiwo kuyena ela enkantolo.
Nkosi enkantolo ngicela ungaphendulele baba uMngomezulu Nkosi enkantolo. Baba uMngomezulu uzokwazi ukukhuluma ngeNkosi enkantolo.
My Lord, I would request not to answer for Mr. Mngomezulu. Mr. Mngomezulu would be able to address the court.
As the court, please, my Lord, I've just been reminded that we have reached the tea time. Can we adjourn for 15 minutes?
Okay, 15 minutes.